Anxiety is real, and please understand, I'm not saying all anxiety is wrong. Jesus felt a sense of clear anxiety even though he knew what was getting ready to happen when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane. The drops literally of blood through sweat with the incredible pressure that was on him as he prepared to go to the cross and the suffering he was getting ready to go through, including the crown of thorns and all the lashes, the 40 lashes, all the things we're aware of that led up to Jesus being on the cross and his death. There was anxiety in the sense that he was trusting the Father, but he knew he was getting ready to go through something so massive the human mind couldn't even imagine, but he could as perfect God and perfect man. But I do want to address what seems to me is to be a curse of the younger generation is general anxiety full of worry. Jesus wasn't full of worry. He was full of awareness what he was getting ready to go through and the incredible pressure that would bring. What I see today with people, whether it's family, other relatives, other friends, is so many people are full of anxiety, and I believe it is a curse on the younger generation. So much of it is people coming out of drugs or people still in drugs, people wondering what their future is going to be to the point where there's panic and there's shaking and there's uncontrolled trust instead of being controlled to trust the Lord with your life and that God's got all plans for you. I've met Christians that are full of anxiety because they're worried about God's plans for them. God doesn't have a bad plan for you. He's got the perfect plan that he's designed for you. The problem is we don't live in that design because we're not trusting him. We want God's will, but we don't want his perfect will. There's God's will in our life, his general counsel of will, but there's also God's special will, his perfect will. That's what you want is God's perfect will for your life, because that brings calmness. God is a good God. He is a gracious God. Whatever faces you or you go through, God is designed to make you stronger and test you so you can be stronger in the Lord. But so many people worrying so much and going to crystals to find out their future, going to astrologists to find out their future. That's all anathema. That is cursed by God. That is not what he wants. He doesn't want people fretting and thinking about every detail. You're not God. And when you start feeling like you so much want to control everything in your life, guess who's moved? God's not moved. He's got the perfect plan for you, but you've moved to allow your emotions, your thoughts, your inner world to be so full of upsets, anger, intrigue, to when it starts affecting your nerves and your nervous system and everything else, there's a real problem. So anxiety can be from God, but rarely is it really from God, because most of us want to be our own God and control our present, our past, and our future.